we not going to the beach right now?
No, we've got to get ready for engaging with Vietnam. We've spent the entire summer preparing. It's now ready. When is the conference?
8 days. 28th December 2017 to the 4th of January 2018 in 3 locations.
That's a lot to cover, so let's do it day by day.
28 and 29 December 2017, the conference will kick off at the University of Social Sciences and Humanities, Ho Chi Minh University.
For that, we're very thankful for the generous support from the president of the university, Professor Vavan Sen, and for all of his staff for their incredible support. What exactly will we be doing in Ho Chi Minh City?
We will have plenary sessions followed by parallel sessions.
And this will cover our main theme, Touring Vietnam, tourism, development, and sustainability from multidisciplinary perspectives, right?
Yes.
So this is going to be the main sort of formal academic part of the conference, but then there's a lot of other interesting stuff that's going to follow.
And the third day of the conference, we will all go to Bình Dương.
Bình Dương, cool. Why are we going there?
Look at Bình Dương as a case study, and the program will be entirely sponsored by Thủ Dầu Một University in Bình Dương.
Okay, that's wonderful, but what is it a case study of?
Development, new forms of urbanization, and of course, probably the creation of new cultural heritage and new cultural practices when it comes to urbanization, for example.
Right, so this is one of the things that's going to make this year's conference very special, is that it is mixing academic discussions with actual engagements with the topics that we're discussing. And Bình Dương is going to be one example of that, but then there are other examples that follow. Then on December 31st, we're going to meet at a very special location.
The Independence Palace.
The former palace of the President of South Vietnam, now a National Heritage Site. Amazingly, we've been able to reserve space there to hold various activities. What are some of those activities?
At least there will be 3 parts of an integrated program that day. Exhibitions, artist talk, and students' competition of their creative projects.
So when we think about tourism, sustainability, and development, we think in big terms. And an important part of tourism are things like the arts, because they attract tourists, they are expressions of minds that are touring, and we have artists and works of art, and we're going to engage in a discussion about those and with these people, correct?
Yes, yes. And you know, the art always stimulates a lot of thinking. And actually, the art projects that we are going to showcase are products of, collaborations between artists, academic, and public intellectuals.
Okay, so that's big ideas. And then we have a more practical presentation by students who are going to be taking part in a hackathon that will run parallel to the conference. Explain the hackathon.
Yep. So the hackathon idea is co-developed by a group of students currently studying in the United States and us, right? Encouraging students to work in group to showcase their conceptualization of projects that bring together technologies, different understandings of history, cultural heritage, and sustainable development.
Right, so these students will be given a task to come up with some kind of product or plan to highlight tourism, sustainability, heritage, development, and all of these things. And they're going to present their conclusions or their final products at the Independence Palace on December 31st. So it's going to be kind of an arts heritage day, but there might be one more. You said 3 things. What's the final thing? or is it a surprise?
It's a surprise.
Okay, you have to wait for that one,
Okay.
but it's going to be special. Then, after that exciting day on the 31st, we're all going to get on a train. Is that correct?
Yes. From Ho Chi Minh City all the way to Tuy Hòa, Phu Yen.
A beautiful place. Why are we going there? Because in talking about tourism, development, and sustainability, Phu Yen is a fantastic place to experience and to think about and reflect on all of these ideas, because it's a province which has incredible natural resources, incredible potential for tourism and development, but it hasn't really gone that direction yet. So we're visiting a place that's on the verge of developing and creating a massive tourist industry probably, and it's a great place for all of the ideas that we'll be discussing in the academic conference to sort of put those into action and to think more about them.
Yes. And actually in Phu Yen, we will also have the opportunity to engage in close dialogues with policymakers and people closely involved in tourism. Yeah.
And so this really gets to the multidisciplinary aspect of the conference, right? As is always the case, we welcome people who look at things from any discipline, from law, from politics, policy,
Education,
history, music, the arts,
cultural studies,
anthropology,
anthropology,
just everything is possible. And while we always encourage you to address the theme, we're also welcoming people who just want to present something else on Vietnam.
Yes,
right?
yes.
And the other thing, though, is this year's topic, tourism, development, sustainability. While there are people who specialize on this, and we're really going to, highlight their ideas, we feel that these are topics that all educated people can really engage in. Everyone has toured Vietnam in one way or another.
Yes.
Everyone has witnessed development. And these are all things that we have experience about, that we can think about, and that we can discuss together.
Yeah, precisely, right.
So we're in Phu Yen for 4 days, is that right?
For 4 days, from the 1st to the 4th
Okay.
of January 2018.
And are we going to keep that a secret, or are there some details that you'd like to reveal about those days?
Secret.
Okay, another secret. So that is our conference. The submission is at the end of August. Please visit the website engagingwithvietnam.net for all of the information, and we look forward to seeing you in Ho Chi Minh City,
Bình Dương.
and Phu
Phu
Yen.
Yen.
See you then.
See you then.
Wait, Phu Yen cannot be a secret. There must be something that you know about it.
Yes, let me reveal some.
Okay.
Right? So we will have the 1st and 2nd day of January experiencing Phu Yen as tourists.
Okay.
Right? And then on the 3rd and the 4th, we bring our observation, our thoughts, probably our critics, our wondering back to the conference when we actually sit together, talk in an open kind of format.
Okay, so, but this part in Phu Yen is not going to be breakout sessions and keynote sessions like in
No.
Ho Chi Minh City,
No.
but it will be more kind of open forum
Yes.
events where we're
Like
interacting with
Q&A sessions.
like people in the tourism industry in Phu Yen, in policy,
and people,
and academics,
Sure, and people are working in the legal field, right?
Okay,
Yep.
right.
And also people who are very much concerned about Vietnam's development and the so-called the 4.0 revolution.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah,
So,
technology, yeah.
right, and so Phu Yen is basically going to be a place where the academic ideas that were discussed in Ho Chi Minh City then get put into action. We see things, we talk about them, we engage with people, and it should really be a highlight of the trip.
Yes, definitely, yes.